Yes, Sevag.
Yeah.
Where you can professionally do the aging process of the wines. We make the box, put your name, you choose the wines, and we close the door. So the winery gives you certificate when you should come back and take the wines. This is up to your decision. The history. So let's imagine, approximately 100 years ago, Armenia wasn't an independent country. There was a Soviet reunion system. Russia leader, 15 countries under the leadership of Russia, and Armenia was included. And in that era, by the decision of Russia, we are considered for only cognac, brandy producing country, Georgia, Moldova, opposite, wine producing country. But Armenian stereotype, character is a bit different. Even if so many restrictions, the local people did winemaking process in secret way. How they managed? Let's go and see secret rooms for the wines. So yours, let's go in.
These all are the empty bottles.
No empty bottles, professional aged bottles. Only from the winery you can take these bottles. So dears, let's a bit use all of this place that everyone can join us. And in the end, can I please you to close the door?
Close the door.
For just cutting off the realistic world some minutes. So let's imagine we are 6 meters under the ground. In the very beginning, this square room didn't have any doors or windows. Just above, small window, from where wine was poured onto the ground. Let's imagine this place is filled with the wine in the end. And when the wine getting ready, they put the buckets inside and lift it up the real wine. So this is the secret wine valley. And how people take out of the water from water valley. This is like a wine valley. And when people were walking above, no one could imagine that under the ground going on any winemaking processes. And after that, when we found this place, we broke the walls, and just now we have a museum. Let's go in and see the museum. What is my suggestion of standing in 2 lines? That everyone as well can join.
Standing in 2 lines, please.
For organizing it, approximately 100 and more years ago, Armenian homes had this type of the view, like wooden furniture, metallic dish containers, or are real. As I have mentioned, we are one of the oldest wine countries of the world, and this oldest map in the world connected with our history dates back before Christ 6. This map, the original one of the map, situated in Britain. And on this stone, there are only 3 countries: Assyria, Babylon, and Armenia. So Assyria and Babylon don't exist anymore. Now Persia, Iran, that territories. But Armenia till now we have on a map. And from that times we are making wines till now and never losing any winemaking techniques. Now later what you will taste, it will be so Armenian. And then we have another part. There are no spiders, won't come in. Only spider webs, because our designer decided to do this.
You put the web on there.
Closer.
Come.
So, again, another home design. So, all are real. Here you can see small chair for the kids, again, wooden. Even like a present, people brought these to the birthday parties. Here we have old bottles, version of the new bottles, and different details. So Armenia is the country that has really huge diaspora. What means diaspora? The people that are living abroad. So really huge diaspora. And this British manuscript tells us that the first inhabitants in British Islands came from Armenia. So from 9th AD, how people transferred to the British Island, we can't imagine as well. Very difficult to imagine, but here is the fact. Manuscript that tells us about it. Even there is no country that there isn't any Armenian. As well, in India, we have the community.
Armenian.
You know No, the first Indians' wedding took place yesterday in Armenia. It was the first. Yes, in Dvin restaurant. This is yes.
First Indian wedding.
Yeah, first Indian wedding in Armenia yesterday.
That means the couples are, I mean, they are
Yeah,
Indian.
no, both are Indians. Indian families.
Okay.
Marriage here, just. Here you can find the tools that we found from these rooms, and we put here like a part of the exhibition. Here you can find the shoes that are not Armenian, Holland winemaking shoes for the squeezing the grapes and doing so many jobs in the vineyards. The evolution of the Armenian alphabet. This one started from petroglyphs, hieroglyphs, syllabic, and modern alphabet. Our alphabet consists of 39 letters, and the pronunciation is definitely different from the other alphabets. So very difficult pronunciation we have,
Yes.
and very long words.
Yes.
So, for example, in Armenian, thank you, it is Շնորհակալություն. But in Armenia, I don't know why we are using merci. You can use it as merci. French
For
word.
water, no, what you are telling?
What?
Water.
We have even Areva Chachancha Phailatakutsun. This is one word. So,
What's the meaning?
it is meaning so many sign lights. Like a word in Armenian. You are in Armenia, and let you know we are the first country that accepted Christian religion in the world. And cross is our strongest symbol. And that's the thing, so many monasteries, churches you can find in Armenia, every step. And some years ago, our doors had this type of the look, and in the middle you can find cross. He is one of our saints, important saints, Saint Gregory of Narek. He is not only saint in Armenia, but he is a universal saint. In Vatican, the Pope declared him as the universal because Narek's book heals people from their psychological diseases. Narek is also a doctor, and that's the thing, wrote praying, healing book at the same time. I'm interested in, have you ever tried old bottles? Like approximately 20 years old wines?
I did, yeah.
You did?
Yes. So, only in the wineries you can find old bottles. We are keeping here, and we have 14 till 20 years old fantastic edition of the wines. People from the different sides of the world visited here for taking these wines. And we give you... Yeah. And when you take this, we give you the rules, how you should open and drink. And when you follow these rules, it can be unforgettable because inside situated 6,000 years old grape in Armenia found it, as well as balanced that each of the sip, during the sips, you can feel every aroma of the wine. These are limited editions.
Very expensive.
No, right?
The first of aging, the more you age, the more expensive.
I can tell you the price. It is 90,000 dirham, approximately $200.
90,000.
Here you can find another bottles, again, and we have the horse anatomy map. This one actually the copy, the original one situated in Yerevan. So, because in the medieval ages, Armenia had the wars with the different countries, horses used and injured. The doctor saw and wrote this book. Here you can find the healing methods for the horses.
Okay.
So, through this, so many horses recovered, and just now we are using it. As well
What
in
is written
Europe.
on the side is like the healing
Yes.
method, yeah.
You
have to go back, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Yes, this is not a cellar that we soon will see.
Okay.
So, dears, let's use all of this part. So, we combine two different maps together, and why? Because these two maps have one and only meaning. So, from the Christian Bible, there was an Eden garden where the first people, Adam and Eve, lived. And the closest territory in all of these maps you can find Armenia. Here it is.
Oh.
And here is our Saint Mount Ararat. Maybe in the roadway you have seen.
Yes, yes.
That is very unfortunately situated in Turkey just now. It is considered as the historical territory of the Armenia. And here you can find the same history in medieval
But now
ages.
it's part of Turkey. Oh, okay.
Mount Ararat and all of this part nowadays considered as a Turkish.
So this
part.
happened after 1915, or before that it was part of Armenia?
So 1915 it is genocide. After that, like approximately 100 years ago, there was a contract through Russia and Turkey. And all of these territories, Russia, because leader was Russia, gave Turkey. And according to the contract, after passing 100 years, all of these territories, Turkey should come back into the Armenia. Of course, passing these years, but nothing received. It is clear, very clear. So, this huge part and cities nowadays situated in Turkey. As well, Ararat. I can show you that we preserved this part only of this huge map. And even you can see the country that doesn't exist anymore. It is Assyria. But separated in Persia, Iran, and Azerbaijan. Three
Not
countries.
Syria, right?
Not Syria.
Okay.
Even in small communities, Assyrians live in the world. In Armenia, they have a community in each country. They are a nation, but unfortunately don't have any place for living. This is called Assyria.
Syria.
Yes, they're similar to Armenians this much. So, dears, and through these stairs that you see, please let's go up for seeing our traditional wine cellar. The most important. Yeah. Through this. If there is no light, I can. So give me a place. I can switch on the light because you are the first guest. Now I can. So, dears, from 6,000 years ago till now, we are using these clay jars for making inside the wines, or for the fermentation, or for the aging process. Even in the middle of the line, you can find the clay jar that above you can find wine.
Yes.
It is bad sign. I'll tell the winemaker that it's a bit leaked. It is not good as much. So, just now, we do the aging process of our fantastic wine, Kahani. And this is our top leveled wine. There are three fantastic grapes for making these three best of the best wines. In the worldwide, people love it. And why? Because our winery concentrated of making the wines inside of the 130 years old clay jars. So no new one. And what is the secret? Because these clay jars lived under the ground approximately 70 years. Received all of the flavors from the ground, like mineralic, ground, earthy, and what we can find in these wines, the same flavors as well. They are natural. Their flavors and smells are natural, which is loved all over the world. So, we try covered with bee wax. Wax just now inside situated the wine. After some months, we will open. Yeah, we will open and take the wines. But promise you, when you taste this, you will feel real, natural taste of the wine.
So what are the three grapes that you said?
Areni,
Okay.
Hakhtanar, Milach.
It's all your grapes, yeah?
Yeah.
Not pomegranate.
One, no pomegranate. One white and two reds.
One white and two red.
Yes. Even our white wines, just approximately just month ago, in the international wine competition, recognized as the worldwide 100 best of the best wines. So let's imagine one Armenian wine received this recognition, and this was our winery's wine. We really celebrated this. Really huge victory. Thank you very much. So let's start this really boring.